folding like origami. What? I walk the walk, I talk the talk, I be saying what I want. When I had no deposit, closet was looking real bare. Now I made a deposit, my closet's looking super rare. Drove it really far. Crazy how did this happen, wishing on a star. It's a celebration, I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you be eating Budokan. What you want, what you want? Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest. Never let a manufacture stack like that. And if it getting toxic, tell the boy fall back. If it was back then, I'd be tripping off that. Took a little time just to get me on track. I went from snotty to snobby, got it like immune to everybody, this is stunt 101. Up in the club, throwing the 50s like hate it or love it, I just can't get enough. Labels keep calling me, I said move if you call me please, or don't even bother me. They said oh my apologies, they keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now the fourth-round pick out of Georgia, Zamir White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd and 12, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't fumble, really. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and have to lean on their running game. This crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Both sides of the football end seemed early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stump it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup. Leaves him with 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because really has them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create cash.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zamir White with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Willis on third down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action. Here's Willis. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. First down, here's White. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 59 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Opting to run again here with White. Down to about the 32. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Here's Pickett. And his pass incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
What they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run straight ahead here with White. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1. But this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. Zamir White, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Willis, he'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Warriors 70.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
60 Vikings.
A give, it's Etienne off the option. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 77 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Willis on 3rd down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Another completion there. And what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
19 right.
Now Willis to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down about the 16.
With every game of the whole season, Travis Kelsey, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000 seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another 1st down right there to add to his career total.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
Without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Travis Etienne. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Pickett. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long and way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the big tight ends around. I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In motion goes the tight end. Back to throw, Pickett. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Willis's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fields it right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a way to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Trying for it on fourth down. Here's Willis. Man open. Here's Jones. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first and 10, it's Etienne. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
18 runners.
Second down throw coming by Willis. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw, Willis. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. So nothing doing there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on. 19 tight.
4th down, Willis. And he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. There he goes left side. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Well, backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Third down. It's Willis. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he? They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. And they'll bring him to the ground. Montez Sweat in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett will look to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. You have to defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get the field on 3rd down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick. And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. Going right side is White. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Touchdown! Quez Watkins from 13 yards out. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19-18.
First and 10, it's Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On third down, a run from White. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Texans are right back in this football game. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Here's Wilson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And here he's got Grant. He's got room at the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, man, I keep talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him?
Touchdown, Texans. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pickett back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because you're playing the old momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Airing one out for Boyd. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyler Boyd, 50 yards. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Okay, ready?
They keep it on the ground. White again. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll try the right side here with White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zamir White now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking.